Have you ever wondered what kind of power someone has when they don't need to sing, don't need to dance, don't even need to speak, to completely steal millions of hearts? Imagine this, a video that's only 30 seconds long. No dramatic storyline, no expensive visual effects, no flashy camera tricks, just one man quietly looking into the camera, and somehow the internet completely loses its mind. That's exactly what BTS's Jin has done once again. Known around the world as the worldwide handsome, Jin has spent years proving that his charm goes far beyond good looks. Whether he's delivering breathtaking live vocals on the biggest stages in the world, or making fans laugh with his effortless humor, he has an ability that's incredibly rare. He makes every moment feel unforgettable. And this time, he accomplished it in just half a minute. Recently, ELLE Korea released a brand new 30-second shorts video featuring Jin across its official Instagram and YouTube Shorts platforms. The title couldn't have been simpler. Just watching. At first glance, the video almost feels too ordinary. There are no dramatic poses, no elaborate choreography, no cinematic action scenes. Instead, Jin simply sits in a beautifully decorated room filled with classic wooden furniture and an elegant antique clock. He rests his chin gently on one hand, then casually crosses his arms. He calmly looks straight into the camera. That's it. Yet somehow, you can't look away. It's almost fascinating how someone can create so much emotion while doing almost nothing. His gaze feels warm, relaxed, confident, as though he's making direct eye contact with every single person watching. Then comes the final few seconds. Jin flashes a bright thumbs up, followed by one of his signature playful winks, a tiny gesture, lasting barely an instant. But for countless fans, that single wink became the moment they replayed again and again and again. It perfectly captures something fans have loved about Jin for years. His elegance never feels forced, his confidence never feels arrogant, and his charisma doesn't rely on trying too hard. It simply exists. ELLE Korea clearly knew the effect this video would have. Their accompanying caption playfully joked, "I was just looking at you." Then they added something even more poetic. They said that only the worldwide handsome who recently captivated audiences on one of the world's biggest halftime stages possesses the unique power to make the very concept of time disappear simply by being watched. And honestly, after watching those 30 seconds, it's difficult to argue with them. To make the idea even more creative, the video displays different days of the week across Jin's face: Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. As if time itself is quietly passing, while viewers remain completely frozen, unable to stop staring. It's such a clever artistic detail, because that's exactly how many people describe their experience. They clicked to watch for 30 seconds, and somehow ended up watching for several minutes by replaying it over and over. In today's entertainment world, where social media is filled with rapid edits, loud music, and endless attempts to capture attention within the first few seconds, Jin achieved the opposite. He slowed everything down. No distractions, no chaos, just calm confidence. And ironically, that made him stand out even more. Perhaps that's one of Jin's greatest strengths. He understands that true presence doesn't always come from doing more. Sometimes, it's about doing less. His quiet expressions often communicate more emotion than elaborate performances. A single smile, a gentle glance, a playful wink. These simple moments become unforgettable because they feel genuine. Of course, this wasn't just an isolated promotional video. The short serves as an extension of Jin's highly anticipated ELLE Korea August issue cover shoot, and the excitement surrounding that collaboration had already reached remarkable levels. As soon as pre-orders opened on July 10th, fans rushed to secure their copies. The result? The magazine's 6 different Jin covers dominated the real-time bestseller rankings across major Korean bookstores, including Yes24, occupying positions from 1st through 7th. Think about that for a moment. Not first place alone. An entire section of the bestseller chart became filled almost entirely by different versions of Jin's magazine cover. That's an extraordinary level of demand. It shows that fans weren't simply buying one edition. Many wanted every single version. Collectors, longtime ARMY, casual magazine readers, fashion enthusiasts, everyone wanted a piece of this historic collaboration. The overwhelming response didn't stop there. ELLE Korea also made another meaningful decision. The publication updated the header images across its official digital platforms, including YouTube, Naver, and X with Jin's photos. It's a subtle but powerful statement. For one of Korea's most respected fashion magazines to place Jin at the center of its online identity demonstrates just how significant his influence has become, not only as a global music star, but also as a fashion icon and cultural figure. And perhaps that's why this 30-second video feels much bigger than its runtime suggests. It isn't simply about good visuals. It isn't simply about another magazine promotion. It's a reminder of why Jin continues to captivate audiences around the world. He has reached a point where his presence alone tells a story. Without speaking, without performing, without asking for attention, he naturally commands it. Few artists can create that kind of connection. Even fewer can make millions of people stop scrolling simply by looking into a camera. Whether he's standing before a stadium filled with tens of thousands of fans, performing on one of the world's grandest stages, or quietly sitting beside an antique clock for just 30 seconds, the result is remarkably similar. People can't stop watching. Maybe that's the true meaning behind the phrase, worldwide handsome. It's never been only about appearance. It's about presence. It's about warmth. It's about the rare ability to make millions of people feel seen, even through a screen. And after this unforgettable 30-second masterpiece, it's safe to say Jin has once again proven that sometimes the shortest moments leave the longest impressions. So what do you think? Was it the calming atmosphere, the playful wink, or simply Jin's effortless charisma that made this tiny video impossible to forget? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed discovering another incredible story about BTS's Jin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next fascinating update. Until next time.